So in today's video, we are going to talk about the top 10 most expensive homes sold in Bluffton, South Carolina in 2024. And spoiler alert, they're almost all in one neighborhood. We'll see if you can guess which one it is, but the very last one and the most expensive sale of all is actually in a different neighborhood. So if you stay till the end, you're gonna find out which one it is. So if that interests you, stick around because we're getting started right now. Do you want to know everything there is to know about the South Carolina Low Country? Whether it's Bluffton, Beaufort, Hilton Head Island, or Jasper County, then subscribe below and tap that bell for notifications so you'll be the first to know about everything happening here. My name is David Simcox, host of this channel and a local real estate agent. I get calls and emails every day from people just like you looking to make their move here, and I absolutely love it. So whether you're making your move in 3 months, 3 years, or even 3 days, give me a call, send me an email, shoot me a text, or even book a Zoom call, all in the description below, so I can help you find your low country lifestyle. Now today we're gonna jump into my computer and we're gonna look over the past year. We're almost done with 2024, and we're going to look at the most expensive sales and the most expensive homes sold in this area. So if that's something that interests you, stick around because I think you'll find it very interesting and you're gonna get to see some incredibly beautiful homes. Now, spoiler alert, believe it or not, most of these homes are in the $5 million to like $7 million price range. So if you're coming from New York, New Jersey, Ohio, Pennsylvania, or California, that's a real bargain for our ultra luxury market. I actually moved here from South Florida down by Boca Raton and Fort Lauderdale and Miami. And believe it or not, there were tons and tons and tons of sales that were 10 million, 20 million, 30 million, 40 million, 50 million. Some of the houses actually got up to like $100 million. So for us, the luxury market is really that $5 to $7 million range here in the Bluffton area. And for a lot of you folks that are watching this channel from elsewhere, you might think that that is a real bargain when you get to see what you get for that price. So stick around, we're about to jump into number 10. All right, guys, so we are about to get started on number 10. And like I said, believe it or not, 9 out of these 10 top 10 most expensive homes sold in Bluffton are actually all in the same neighborhood. So let's jump right on in. I'm going to share my screen with you. All right, so coming in at number 10, we have this property. This is out in Palmetto Bluff. And so like I said, 9 out of 10 of these homes are all in Palmetto Bluff. And if you've never heard of Palmetto Bluff, you definitely need to Google that and look it up because it is the creme de la creme here in the Bluffton area. Palmetto Bluff is a luxury neighborhood. There's about 20,000 acres out there. It's surrounded by 3 rivers. So it's surrounded by the May River, the Cooper River, and the New River. There's 2 golf courses out there. There's tennis, there's pickleball, there's fitness centers, there's swimming pools, there's their own restaurants and shops. There's actually a luxury resort out there called the Montage. There's waterways all throughout the community. If you want to kayak on the inland waterways, it's on the river. So they have their own marina and they have their own boat club and their own lifts to take boats out of the water. It's really one of the most magical, beautiful, special, high-end places here in the southeastern United States. So anyway, with all that being said, let's go ahead and look at this one. This one is 213 Davies Road. This one, let's just see, sold for $5,395,000. And this one is 6,432 square feet. It's on 1.16 acres. And let's see where this one was located. Okay, so this one looks like it's on the marsh. So this actually out here is marsh and pretty big lot. If I zoom out here, you can kind of get a little bit better feel for where that's at. And let's just read what it has to say about it. So this one says, a rare find, this custom 5-bedroom, 5 full and 2 half bath home with multiple upgrades is situated on 1.6 0.7 acres in the heart of Moreland. Moreland's one of the villages out there with unimpeded marsh views. This 6,432 square foot property leaves ample room for future expansion. Its setting of pines, palmettos, and moss-draped oaks feels miles away, yet it is just around the corner from the Moreland Village amenities and the new reversible 9-hole golf course. Multiple porches overlook the marsh, and the floor plan is ideal for multiple generations with generous ensuite bathrooms, flex space, and a 4K theater. This property is available with a Tier 1 golf membership. So if you want to know what a Tier 1 golf membership is, give me a call, send me an email, shoot me a text, or comment down below and I'll explain that to you. But let's just take a quick peek. I do want to see a couple of things. So this one was actually on the market for 51 days. And oh, actually, I'm wrong. This one sold for $5.2 million. And it was originally listed at $5,395,000. So this one came in at 5.2. And let's look at some of the photos here so you can kind of see what you get for the money. So this is kind of like the low country architecture, as we call it. And beautiful 3.5 car garage, wraparound driveway. So this is one of the homes that's in more of like an estate size lot. There are some homes in Palmetto Bluff that are a little closer together, and those would be more in the village style, but this is just absolutely incredible. And again, there's 70 photos here. You can't have a low country home without a front porch. It's definitely a very southern thing. Yeah, that's gorgeous. So again, 70 photos here. I'm not going to go through all of them. You can look these up on Zillow if you want to get a little bit better feel. But that is our number 10. So drum roll, please, going down to number 9. All right. Believe it or not, this one is also in Palmetto Bluff, and this one is on the same road, 273 Davies Road in Palmetto Bluff. This one is 7,140 square feet, a little bit smaller lot. So this one is on 0.69 acres, so just over half an acre. And let's read what the description has to say. With 5-mile views across the saltwater marshes of Callie's Creek and Calabogie Sound, 273 Davies Road is a stunning 6-bedroom home located in Palmetto Bluff's Moreland Village neighborhood. Designed by Pierce Scott Architects, and they're a local architect that I highly recommend. They're great. And built by C.S. Thomas Construction. This magazine-worthy, I agree, home features an open floor plan with dual primary bedrooms. Highlights include a back kitchen with dual ovens and a wine cooler, an expansive screen porch with tabby fireplace. Tabby is like where you have some shells in the siding. An outdoor kitchen, designer features and finishes, an elevator, and gathering areas on all 3 levels of this home. Framed by century-old live oaks, this home epitomizes coastal living. So let's zoom down here, look at some of these numbers. So this one originally listed for $5,490,000 and was on the market for 612 days and sold for $5.2 million. All right, let's do 2 things. Let's see where it's located. Again, this one is going to be marsh front. So you've got an absolutely gorgeous view out here to the marsh. And let's look at a few of these photos. So again, 70 photos here. We won't go through all of them, but you can see the Spanish moss draped over these oak trees and just unbelievably gorgeous. This one looks like a 2.5 car garage. Great photography, so kudos to whoever their photographer was. You can see that gorgeous marsh view out there. You can see all this beautiful Spartina grass here in the marsh. Got the big front porch, and I agree. I think this is magazine worthy, and again, great job to the photographer. So again, you can Google this one or pull it up on Zillow if you want to see more pictures on that one. All right, number 8 is, oh, wait a second. This is a surprise. This is actually not in Palmetto Bluff. I don't know how I overlooked this one. This one is 91 Gascon Bluff Road. And this is also a very, very unique place. Not much in the way of community amenities, but it's a very exclusive private area with big properties. So as you can see, this one is 3.5 acres. And I think it's best to go ahead and show you where this is located first. So this is right off of May River Road, and this is Old Town Bluffton right here. And if you're heading down this way, kind of going towards Pritchardville and heading out towards Palmetto Bluff, before you get there, you've got this very nondescript road here called Gascon Bluff. And you come back here and it's almost like you're back in farmland. Like you go back in there and I've seen wild turkeys walking around, and it's all nature and trees and forest. And all these houses back here are all like 3, 4, 5, 6 acre properties all the way around Gascon Bluff. And some of these out here you can see actually have their own docks on the river. And it looks like this one that we're looking at here also has its own dock on the river. So if you want a big property and you want a super high-end luxury home in a very private area, Gascon Bluff might be something for you to watch for. But I'll just let you know, they very rarely come on the market. So this may possibly be the only sale that occurred in Gascon Bluff over the past year. So if something like this interests you, you're definitely going to want to keep a close eye on Gascon Bluff. Or, of course, you can reach out to me directly. So here we go. This one is 7,556 square feet on 3.5 acres. We looked at where it was located, and let's just read the description real quick. All right, discover the essence of the low country living. Set on 3.5 acres along the May River, this property offers a rare combination of privacy, luxury, and natural beauty. This residence is a classic southern estate featuring 5 bedrooms, 6 baths, and 2 half baths with graceful architecture details, wide porches, tall windows, and a sweeping staircase. Inside, the home boasts high-end finishes, including hardwood floors, custom millwork, and a gourmet kitchen. Includes private access to the river with a dock ideal for boating. The expansive outdoor living spaces, complete with a pool and lounging areas, provide a perfect setting for gatherings or quiet moments of relaxation. All right, let's look at a few of the photos. Oh my gosh, look at that, you guys. Is that not one of the most beautiful? Oh, this aerial view is amazing. Look at that swimming pool out there. I told you guys that this was extremely private, surrounded by trees. And there's the dock, the private dock out to the river, and very, very classy. Private wine cellar. So comment down below and tell me if this is your style right here. I love this. Let's look at a few more numbers here. So on this one, they originally listed for 5.625 million and sold for 5.25 million in 7 days. So this one did go quick. Like I told you, these houses do not come on the market very often, and this one sold in 7 days. Let's move on to our next listing. Coming in at number 7, this is back in Palmetto Bluff. So here we're at 23 Powderhorn Road, and this is 6,026 square feet on 0.47 acres. So this is just under half an acre. And let's see what it has to say here. Situated on a double lot along Palmetto Bluff's inland waterway. Remember, I told you guys you can kayak and boat through the inland waterways with views of River Road Preserve. 23 Powderhorn is the pinnacle of fine construction. This multi-surface home yields 5 bedrooms, with the primary home featuring steel hopes windows in the foyer, kitchen, and great room, with bluestone flooring enhanced by radiant heating. Reclaimed barn timbers accent the foyer, while the stunning fireplace showcases Shu Sugi Ban treated timber. I don't know what that is. So if you guys know what that is, please tell me. Shu Sugi Ban treated timber. I should know this. Complemented by brass inlays. A full guest cottage, additional guest quarters above the garage, a private dock, and multiple outdoor entertaining spaces. Furnishings are negotiable. So, okay, so let's take a look at where this is located. So if I zoom out, this is the inland waterway that I was telling you about. And you can see they all have their own little private docks. This does not have access out to the main river though. This is just within the community of Palmetto Bluff, but I am told the fishing in here is absolutely incredible. So let's look at a few photos on this one. Okay, I like that. There is the dock. Of course, you got the front porch, and definitely a little bit more like modern feel right here with all this glass and kind of steel door entryway, which I like. Again, this definitely feels a little bit more modern and contemporary over here to me. I love this. This is almost like, I don't know what, that might be actually what they're talking about with the Japanese timbers, because there's actually a style of what they do. They treat wood. I think they actually like burn the wood and then they seal it with, oh gosh, a certain kind of oil. My brother was just telling me about this. Anyway, comment down below if you know what that process is called. But yeah, I believe that's burned and then they seal it with an oil, and it's supposed to make it last like forever. So anyway, I love this, but we're not going to go through 52 photos on this video. You're going to have to look this one up on your own if you want to see the rest of these photos. And let's look at some of the numbers on this one. So this one actually sold for a little bit of a discount. So it was originally listed at 6.45 million and it was on the market for 236 days. And it sold for 5.3 million. So, okay. So again, don't be too freaked out if you see a house and maybe it's priced a little higher than you want to spend, because maybe with a good buyer's agent, we can negotiate that down just a bit. All right, we are moving on to number 6. Number 6 is back in Palmetto Bluff. Again, this one is called 11 Trout Hole Road. And this one is on a bigger lot, so 1.72 acres. And we're talking about 4,682 square feet. And it says located within the gated May River Forest neighborhood. Now, keep in mind, all of Palmetto Bluff is gated. Now, there are neighborhoods that are gated behind gates, so kind of more exclusive sections or private sections within this gated community. So located within the gated May River Forest neighborhood, this newly renovated 4,771 square foot home is a true low country retreat spread across 1.3 marshfront acres. This property is exceptionally private, with preserved views on 3 sides, lush landscaping, and abundant loblolly pines, palmettos, and live oak trees. The main home has 4 ensuite bathrooms, 2 half baths, an open plan living that opens to a large screen porch across the back, all with stunning marsh and river views. A 635 square foot guest suite is above the garage. This home's central location offers quick access to Wilson Village and the May River Golf Course. Now, good news and bad news. The good news is we have at least one photo here. The bad news is we only have one photo. So this is pretty common, actually, when people sell the property. Some real estate agents will delete all the photos because they don't want people going back and looking through the interior of this home. So I apologize that we don't get to preview more of this home, but you're gonna have to use your imagination. But we can show you where it's located. So again, if I zoom out, you've got these marshfront views here, no private dock, but you do have an incredible view. It's on a big piece of property here, and it's over here by the golf course. So you can see the golf course is kind of running through this section of the community. And if I zoom out here, you'll get just a little bit better idea. And this whole area is Palmetto Bluff. And believe it or not, Palmetto Bluff is only maybe 20 or 30% developed. So eventually all of this out here is going to be all Palmetto Bluff. It's going to be probably the biggest, most luxurious neighborhood in all the Southeast. Let's zoom down here and see what this one did on the market. So this one went quick. So it was listed at 5.495 million and it sold for 5.3 million. And it sold in 2 days. So it went quick for sure. All right, so we are moving on to number 5. And number 5 for the most expensive homes sold in Bluffton in 2024, again, is in Palmetto Bluff. I wish I had more variety for you, but these are all in Palmetto Bluff. Most of them are anyway. So let's take a look at 30 Flicker Street. And this is 5,172 square feet. It is on 0.558 acres, so a little over half an acre. And they say this exquisite residence offers timeless southern architecture and breathtaking views of the inland waterway and River Road Preserve, featuring 12-foot ceilings, a master and guest suite on the main floor, and dual screen porches overlooking the 17 by 28 pool and spa. I can't wait to see that, hopefully. This home epitomizes luxury living. Upstairs, 2 ensuite bathrooms and a carriage house above the 3-car garage provide additional accommodations. Positioned at the midpoint of Palmetto Bluff, residents enjoy easy access to all the community amenities. So what should we do first? Look at photos or look at the map? Okay, we'll look at the map. So here we are. This is on those inland waterways. And if I zoom in here, you can see there are a little private dock here. And again, these are the inland waterways, which do not connect out to the May, Cooper, or the New River, but they are super cool and super fun to drive around and fish or just hang out. Let's look at a few photos here. Okay, I like this. You can see that gorgeous inland waterway back behind the house. Great job to the photographer. I think they did an incredible job here. Huge front porch. It's got these kind of, they call these Savannah bricks down here, these kind of historic looking bricks. Sometimes they're reclaimed. Great aerial view there. And oh my gosh, look at that swimming pool overlooking that beautiful inland waterway. Absolutely stunning. And again, there's your fire pit. All right, so anyway, if you want to see the rest of this home, you can look it up on your own. I just wanted to give you a little sample. It is, oh, let's zoom down here and see what this one did on the market. So 5.675 million was the original list price, on the market for 123 days and sold for 5.4 million. All right, so with that being said, it is time to move on. We are on number 4, and number 4 is this 36 Jackfield Road. Again, we are still in Palmetto Bluff, and this is 5,866 square feet on 0.86 acres, so almost an acre, just shy. And it says one of the finest, most thoughtfully detailed properties in Palmetto Bluff, offering captivating river and marsh views. 36 Jackfield has come to market for the most discriminate buyer. Built in 2014 and completely renovated in 22, freshly repainted, entire interior and exterior, refinished walnut floors, high-end appliances, kitchen and back kitchen, new custom window treatments, beautiful millwork, elevator, and geothermal HVAC system, wine cellar, infinity edge saltwater pool, fenced in backyard, wraparound porch, guest suite with separate entrance, exercise room, spacious 2-car with golf cart bay. All right, let's just see where this is at on the map. Okay. So it looks like we are overlooking this beautiful marsh right here on a cul-de-sac. And let's look at a few photos. Very private. And I love the wraparound driveway. And I love this very grand staircase with these Savannah bricks out front. And how would you like to look at that? All right, guys, so that gives you just a little flavor. Let's keep going. Actually, before we do that, let's zoom down here, see what this one did on the market. So this one went quick, folks. 5.7 million, sold for 5.6 million, and was only on the market for 5 days. So went very quick, and we're going to go quick too. We're going to move on to the next listing. We are on number 3 of the most expensive homes in Bluffton, South Carolina in 2024. And this is 11 Lyonia Street. And this is also in Palmetto Bluff. This one is 5,015 square feet. It is on 0.54 acres, so just over half an acre. And this one says, this stunning 4-bedroom, 4 full bath and 3 half bath home is under construction on a half-acre plus corner home site in Moreland Forest. Its central location has easy access to green space, the 9-hole golf course, and Moreland Village amenities, inland waterway, and the 120-acre River Road Preserve. Designed by West 84 Architects and built by Dillard Jones, this 5,015 square foot custom home features long views of the inland waterway and golf course. Highlights include an upstairs loft, outdoor living room with fireplace, pool, and state-of-the-art golf simulator. Yeah, this home can be purchased fully furnished with custom curated furnishings by Tribus Interior Group. All right, so let's look at the map first. Let's see where this, okay. So it looks like this is in a section where maybe they're doing some building right now, because you've got all these lots that are for sale. So if you are thinking of building in Palmetto Bluff, this would be some of the lots that you would have to choose from currently. And let's look at a few photos. So very nice. Again, you've got this low country architecture. You've got the metal roof. You've got the big front porch. You've got the Savannah historic bricks out here. You've got sort of like a gravel driveway, which is pretty common in Palmetto Bluff, is to have that permeable gravel driveway. I think it just has a little bit more of the natural, I guess, nature effect with more of the natural surfaces. Look at that gorgeous brickwork there, that herringbone. And then the white painted brick is definitely an up and coming trend that I'm seeing. I love this. And there's your dock out to that waterway. And you've got your fireplace and that beautiful swimming pool. Okay, indoor, outdoor, I love it. And there's the golf simulator. All right, so if you want to see more of this one, just go to Zillow, type in this address. You'll be able to see all the photos. This one was originally listed for $5.65 million and sold for $5.145 million and was on the market for 256 days. So with that being said, let's jump into, drumroll, number 2. And number 2, again, we are in Palmetto Bluff. We are at 409 Old Palmetto Bluff Road. And this, wow, this one is big. Holy cow. This one is 8,291 square feet, and it is on 3.02 acres. So a lot of these in the top 10 list have been on bigger properties. Not every house in Palmetto Bluff is on that big a piece of land. There are some that are in what we call the village style setting, where they're very close together and it's like almost like a European village. It's really cool. But anyway, so this one's on 3 acres, and this one says 409 Old Palmetto Bluff Road is a stunning 8,291 square foot coastal home on 3 acres of riverfront property. This home boasts breathtaking views of the May River from nearly every vantage point. Reclaimed beam trusses, antique oak flooring, and shiplap detailing. The vaulted 2-story great room features a custom-built bar, and the gourmet kitchen comes equipped with Wolf and Sub-Zero appliances. The primary wing includes a private study, exercise room, and luxurious bathroom, while 2 guest en-suites comprise the second level. This home's numerous outdoor living spaces are designed for riverfront living. This home is available with a Tier 1 golf membership. Again, I'll explain that later. If you give me a call, send me an email, shoot me a text, or comment below, I'll get you information on the Tier 1 golf memberships. Let's see where this is at on the map. So we're zooming out, and this is on Old Palmetto Bluff Road, and we're right here on the river. And let's look at some photos. Okay, there's your garage. There's your big front porch. I love the driveway. That is not cheap to do. They've got the metal roof, but this right here is the $5 million or $10 million view. That is absolutely gorgeous. Can you imagine waking up to that in the morning? Unbelievable. So there's those big vaulted ceilings they were talking about. Here's more of this Savannah brick. We've seen that in quite a few of the houses. So you're starting to see some of the common themes that occur here in the South Carolina architecture and design style. The oak flooring. A lot of time you'll see like heart of pine flooring as well here, but this is awesome. I love this. And very open, and look at that view out the back. Unbelievable. Again, you've got your Savannah brick here in a herringbone pattern, and this is great. So again, if you want to see all the photos, I believe these are all still online. There's those luxury appliances that we were talking about. Again, you can go to Zillow or realtor.com and you can type in this address and you can see all of these. This one was listed for $6 million. And I'm sorry, listed for $8.49 million and sold for $6 million. So this one was a pretty steep discount. It was on the market for 428 days, but sold for almost $2.5 million less. So again, folks, do not think that in every case you have to pay the full asking price. But let's move on to the last one. All right, coming in at number 1. This one is 28 Seven Oaks Drive, and we're in a new neighborhood. Finally, we've been in Palmetto Bluff almost this whole time, other than Gascon Bluff, but now we are in Colleton River, and Colleton River is incredible. Colleton River, in my personal opinion, is probably the creme de la creme, #1 golf experience, golf neighborhood in the South Carolina Low Country. Now, some people may argue, because there are some incredible ones. There's Spring Island, there's of course Berkeley and Belfair, and Palmetto Bluff is great. But from the people that are diehard golfers, I think Colleton River probably has the best golf experience. Maybe not the best golf learning center. I don't know. Some people will argue and debate over that and Berkeley Hall, but just for the actual golfing. And it comes down to the fact that they have 2 golf courses. They have a Jack Nicklaus course, and they have a Pete Dye course, and they have a 6-hole Augusta style practice course. So there's really like very, and the Jack Nicklaus and the Pete Dye are very different. I mean, they look different, they play different. Unbelievably high-end, pristine golf courses. So if you are a golf aficionado, you've probably already heard of Colleton River for one thing, but not just that, it's on about 1,500 acres. There's 684 home sites. They've got the tennis, they've got the pools, they've got the fitness centers, they've got the luxury restaurants, they've got the pickleball, they've even got a community dock on the river. But to me, the main course of this neighborhood is the 2 golf courses, actually 3 if you count the 6-hole practice Augusta style course. But anyway, with that being said, let's just talk a little bit about this particular listing. Unfortunately, they're not going to show us a photo of this one, so you might have to do your own research if you want to find out what this one looks like. Remember, I told you guys that sometimes the agents delete the photos just to keep the privacy of the folks who bought the house. So I respect that. That's fine. We're not gonna delve too deep here. But this one is 28 Seven Oaks Drive. This one, believe it or not, was on 9.76 acres, which is absolutely unheard of in Colleton River. This baby is huge though. Look at this, 19,169 square foot home. And let's just see what they have to say about it. One of South Carolina's finest riverfront estates, a design masterpiece with 24/7 deepwater dock, a boat lift, commands 400 foot of Colleton River shoreline, 9.8 picturesque acres of maritime forest seclude this compelling lifestyle. A peaceful lake is 1.5 acres of sanctuary for varied, graceful bird life. Sequestered in the gates of prestigious Colleton River Club, minutes from Hilton Head beaches, this chateau-inspired mansion has unparalleled qualities, meticulous construction, and acquisition of premium materials, including French and Italian stone, culminated in a timeless, singular estate defying traditional standards. Let's see where it's located, at least, since they're not going to show us any photos. Okay, here it is. Beautiful. Look at the size of this, and right here on the river, within the gates of Colleton River. So again, this is an incredible neighborhood. Let's look down here. Let's get a little info on how long this one. Okay, so I might have misquoted this one a tad bit. I apologize. This one was listed for 10 million and actually sold for 7.75 million. So again, goes back to that thing I told you guys, don't always believe the asking price, but it still came in as the #1 sale in all of the Bluffton market over the past year. So kudos to them. And it took a while to sell, 838 days. So for some of my luxury listings, sometimes I tell these people it's going to be a bit of a marathon. Perhaps it's not a sprint, especially if you don't want to necessarily give it away. So anyway, that is our #1 listing for the top 10 most expensive homes sold in the South Carolina Low Country in 2024. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed seeing the top 10 most expensive homes in Bluffton, South Carolina for 2024. Again, if I can help you find your low country lifestyle, give me a call, send me an email, shoot me a text, or even book a Zoom call, all in the description below. And if you want to stay up to date with the latest and greatest happening here, be sure and like, subscribe, and tap that bell for notifications so you'll know every time I drop a new video. It's been a pleasure spending time with you today, and I hope to see you in person at some point, but if not, I hope to at least see you on the next video.